This is your daily market review for Monday, December 18th, 2023. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent, and this is your daily market review for Monday, December 18th, 2023. Sorry there's no weekend recap this weekend. I was out of town and I got busy, did some snowboarding, had fun. If you're new to the channel, want to check out the Discord room, link in the description below. A lot to talk about as we go into this week. Obviously, we have a lot of data coming later in the week with the GDP, Philly Fed, leading indicators, and you have personal income spending, durable orders, all sorts of fun stuff. Going to be a rather interesting week. You have the CTAs all in, you have oil shorts pretty high, and you've got the most overbought conditions I've seen in probably my lifetime in trading. Could it go higher? I guess it's always possible. So, again, if you have any questions, please check out the Discord room, link in the description below. Follow on thetradingagent.com, updating the website. We'll get there at some point. Promo code, get your referral link. I promise it's well worth it. And also, too, if you have any questions, check out the Marcus account. I think it's well worth having some money here. Get your 5.4% promotion. And then also, too, the benefit of what I would think is under the 250 FDIC insurance. Don't play around. FDIC insurance, no doubt. Also, check out the YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, all these videos are also on my website. Also, the stuff on Twitter, I mean, like I said, it's pretty wild. So, anyway, let's just jump into it. Fed Watch tool, not really much for January, but it starts picking up in March. Big. I mean, it's basically now pricing in March. Just keep that in mind. Bitcoin, people say it's not technical. I don't know. It seems to hit trend lines and certain things once they play out. It seems to be holding this trend line for now. So far, so good. Oil, again, overly short. We'll see. We will see down here. I mean, I'm seeing that there's big short interest in oil. How long will that last? We'll see. I mean, will these guys get paid off? I mean, they have essentially since the 90s. But back oversold again. And then natural gas. I mean, this thing has been absolutely legend. All right, let's get into it. The dollar. Ex-div today, back down to a support zone. I mean, basically it was a doji. Big dividend today, though. Big div. So, we'll see what happens here. TLT, as we talked about, looks like it's topping near term. This is priced in 6 rate cuts. We'll see what happens here, because I would love to think that the market, as we know, gets really good at pricing in things before they happen. If we're going to see 6 rate cuts, I mean, quickly next year, then is the economy really that great? Questions you have to ask yourself. The VIX holding down here in the 12s. Yeah, okay, we'll see it. Vixen, we talk about Vixen, crazy lows, right? Holding. Vivix, I mean, this has been basing and building. I mean, it looks like it's about to go. SPY, again, but this is the hard thing. It's just holding up. SPY, I mean, look at this. Chop, fizz, what a relief it is. Qs got another pump today, which is kind of mind-boggling to me. Back at the upper trend line. I mean, again, most overbought I've seen. Because, again, usually what happens is you get a reload or you get some pullback along the way. This really hasn't pulled back. I mean, it's been riding the 20-day hard. You do the math here. 343 up to 4. I mean, that's a huge percent move quickly. IWM getting stuck here up at the 197, 199, 200 range. Got to watch for that. DIA was up, down, all over the place today. Kind of chopping here. Getting a little tight up here. Some X-divs as well. Gold, as we talked about, holding our blue range. Lows, chopping around. I don't trust until the Fed's first pivot. We'll see. It's so obvious now that they will pivot at some point. Do we kind of just chop around until then? That's the question. GDX and GDXJ. I mean, we talked about these holding support. They're kind of stuck here. Again, I think these things would be ripping if they're really strong, but so far they're just not. AG, we talked about this getting down to the 4s due to bounce. Okay, see it hold over the 200-day. AEM. I mean, like all these names at some point, backing off. I mean, they're just in big chop ranges. Newmont, this is another one that just kind of boggles the mind. This thing should be in the 50s. It's just stuck down here. Now, maybe it does go at some point, but we'll see. PAAS. Check it out, right? Chopping around here. Just leave them. In my opinion, I would leave them alone for now. Let's get into tech. This is where it got interesting. The big tech was up today. Some names are not. Taiwan Semi, chopping around. Micron has earnings Wednesday after the close. I mean, I'm I'm mind boggled at this again. Another novice gap, 3 gap trap, maybe one more for earnings. We'll see. And AMD, God, holding up. Doji's tight. NVIDIA, it's interesting. They ripped this one today. Right back to the highs. People are arguing there's a big chop zone. If it breaks out, it's going to go. Intel, again, getting stuck here in the 45, 46. You can check it on the weekly. You can see why. SMH, just mind-boggling. This thing is gone nuts. But Doji, we'll see what happens. Adobe had earnings dropped. Back testing the little trend line. We'll see. Apple, I mean, China's not going to be using their products. This is a problem. This is a big problem. Somebody knew on Friday. And again, big volume on OPEX, but all right, we'll see what happens here. I mean, I expect this thing to go lower. Amazon broke out. I think they're like trying to get into more football rights. Okay, let's just see if it continues. See if it's just a one-day thing or it's going to go. CRM holding up. They bought someone else today. I mean, look at this. Get up at the trend line. Keep an eye on that. Guggenheim, again, a lot of these big tech caught up today. We'll see. Man, rally right back into the chop zone. We'll see. Meta. This one I thought would get up into this range, and we finally got there, and then we wicked out. We'll see if it's going to continue. Microsoft, this one's been kind of chopping lately. Just under the 20 doesn't really look that good. NDAQ, talked about shorting the 55, 56 level. So far, so good. MicroStrategy, again, it's going to be chopping around with Bitcoin. Netflix, again, I don't know why they popped this one. Keep an eye out for a trap here, a bull trap. Roblox holding up pretty well. We talked about this, yeah. Just keep an eye on it. I mean, I'd love to see it lower. Good old Tesla trying to break the trend line. Just tight. Airbnb, short on this one up in this area. Oh yeah, short Apple as well. We got shorts on Apple. Got stopped out of Amazon today. Yeah, we got the Airbnb still. Airbnb. I mean, again, I think it's going to be stuck in here for a little bit. We'll see. Costco, I mean, since they announced that $15 dividend, I mean, this is going parabolic. Keep it on it. Like that, to me, says blow off top. Starbucks, no global growth name, nothing. FedEx, because remember, everyone's buying coffee. It shows you how strong the economy is. Earnings are coming up on Tuesday or tomorrow after the close. Back testing trend line and things I didn't think you'd see. Wow. I mean, same thing with Caterpillar, like ripping back. Watch this area in the 280s. Nucor. US Steel got bought out. Not surprised this bounced back. Keep an eye on these levels, though. I mean, you can see to the left. Watch what happens. Letter X again. Told people don't short takeout targets. You never know what's coming. That hurts if you shorted that. 26% pop today. VALE chopping around. Global growth name. Arrow. We talked about copper being oversold. Nice bounce up to the 100-day. Keep an eye on that because 100-day seems to be a chop zone. Let's see if it does it and fails. CCJ rally today after chopping a little last week. Holding the 20-day. CF. I mean, again, I love ag names. At some point, I don't know. I'm just waiting for them to flop out. Mosaic, same kind of thing. Chop out. NTR, same kind of thing. Chop out. Aaron. Again, another global growth name. Nice little bounce here quickly. See what happens up here. 200-day in this range. That was support. Now is equal to resistance. XLF looking like it's trying to chop out, top out, hit some old trend lines. JPMO, man, just can you die? Now you have a gap in Doji. That looks better. Morgan Stanley, be sure this one looking a little better. Chopping around. Bank of America, the blow off top, in my opinion. I mean, again, I don't know. Who's chasing these names? I don't know. Goldman Sachs. Here you go. Another one. Blow off. Carry. Chop. Look at this. Gaps up. I mean, look at this. Hits the big Doge. Now XDiv down a little bit, but keep an eye on it. Because, again, I don't trust these names. XBI, again, we talked about bios being up, catching up, getting choppy. Now, there's a lot of things that get at levels. That's what I'd be keeping an eye on. At levels, okay? This is what's crazy. It's like, look at the housing index. Lennar went crazy. I mean, okay. We'll see. Again, I mean, if you have to stop out, if you have shorts, that's great. And just wait. I don't know. Again, it's the most overbought I've ever seen it. It's hard to not want to take a stab. But if you're wrong, you're wrong. Sometimes that's what happens. Tan, talked about solar being crap. Hits the 100-day. I was waiting for a bigger move in some of these names. You finally got it. Sedge, kind of popping here. I mean, this thing has just been toast. ENPH announced after a close, laying off 10% of their workforce. Here we go. There's 120s. First Solar. Again, look at this trap. Look at this trap. 100-day, watching this area. HYG, again, anyone buying corporate debt, I'm mind-boggled that anyone would be buying this stuff. You're in a big chop zone. You're up against some references here. 7.7. I mean, you got to be crazy. As we talked about, oil has a huge short interest, little snapback rally. Not surprised. UNG, there's some volume down here. I don't know if I trust it. It's overdue to bounce. Maybe that's the best way to put it. XOP, we talked about it dropping, popping, chopping. Said if the market held, this could pop back. Wow, man, watch this area again. ExxonMobil, same thing. Like, watch this low 100 area. We talked about breaking out, fake out, coming back. We've talked about this formation. It's pretty typical. MPC, sometimes at lows, you get like these chop at lows, basically trap. Watch this area. Same kind of thing. Valero, nice little bounce today. I mean, all these names got a call at a bid today. So if you had stops, they did their job. That's just kind of part of trading. If you don't like using stops, I don't think you should be trading. Occidental, close at the low of the day. This thing is weird. Buffett's buying it, but I think he doesn't care. I think he really wants to try to get as much as he can and let this thing get taken out for a bigger amount. Knowing him, he's got big plans. EQ2, another name we talked about, chopping, hitting lows, bouncing back. Flex LNG, last but not least. I think it will be big natural gas exporters at some point. So again, hopefully you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. Sorry I wasn't around. Again, it's the holidays. Please take it easy. If you have questions, don't be reach out. I'm not surprised by anything at this point. Just define your risk. Be smart. If you're chasing action up here, be careful. If you're shorting, be careful. If you're just watching, be careful. Know your levels. Know you have some earnings and you have some big data on Friday as well. Always here to help. Again, check out the Calendly link if I can. Do it. Let me know how I can help you. If not, have a great evening. I will talk to you guys and gals soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.